Hello world, welcome to MMU, lead from where you are. We are here in Mona's Arcade and we are thrilled to host you wherever you are in the world.
Hello good people of the YouTubes, I'm Brian Summerfield, just jumping in, doing a quick behind the scenes video of this ridiculous Zoom call. I know there's a lot of people out there who are doing similar things to this and just wanted to put a little behind the scenes of how we've done this this time. So we are working with GitHub. It's 4:13 a.m. We've just finished our third broadcast of the third day, doing 2 broadcasts a day. We're on no sleep. Red Bull's ready to go. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. So we're here in Master Control. Yes, this is where we're doing all the cutting. We're running. So here's a bit of backstory about the behind the scenes. So we're running 3 switches. We've got a ATEM Constellation, which is our main switcher, running all 40 inputs, which is absolutely absurd. We've got another 2ME production studio, which is basically using one of the super sources as well as a couple of keys for things. We've got vacuum cleaners running in the background. It's all happening.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
We're running another television studio just for another ME because we're sending remote hosts and remote people clocks so they can get count out timers of each segment as we're doing things. But yeah, here we're in Master Control. I've been sitting in the director's chair. We've got Steve over here who has been running a ridiculous amount of stream decks. I think we're running 12 stream decks total on this show. We're running the shout out to A to Z Productions. Thank you for releasing your macros. We have been running macros for days for basically the entire show. So running their things, so check out their YouTube channel to grab some of their things. But yeah, we're running the entire show pretty much on Companion, where we've got a Raspberry Pi there which is running the entire show, which kind of scares the crap out of us, but it does the job. It works. We had to separate over 2 computers because we ran out of USB buses, but that's a thing. So yeah, we'll head towards another room. I'll give you some more technical details, but here we are in Master Control.
All right, welcome to downstairs in the den in the red team. Apparently, with all the merch from. So this is where all the magic happens. We have Chris Pearson, absolute legend, making the show happen, making all the ridiculous patching and everything work. Come on now, so we're running 3 switches. We've got a total of 52 video inputs inside the video switches, 33 outputs, 7 MEs, 4 SDI routers with a total of 38 inputs to the routers, 65 outputs. There are 32 monitors in this, around the building, not including iMacs and laptops. We have 13 HDMI to SDI converters, 27 SDI to HDMI converters, 7 capture devices, 4 DeckLink duos running most of the ports, 6 HyperDecks for records, playbacks, 7 cameras on set, 4 spy cameras just so we can see around the things. And there's one host. There's one person. We have one person in the studio. Just one. We're using 48 inputs on a Pro 2 C Midas. We've got 28 outputs, 4 IEMs, 2 lapels, a shotgun, again for one person, running Dante Madi AES50, 6 UPSs, 11 network switches, 5 audio embedders, all different mixes, 20 show computers, 6 personal computers for watching the show and doing things. So 29 computers, 6 Stream Deck XLs, 5 Stream Decks, and 61 cable SDI leads around the building. For one person, for a Zoom call. Chad, who's on the camera, we did a similar show to this last year in 2020, and we were like, whoa, we're doing a Zoom call, we have 9? We have 9 computers! Yeah, I don't know how Zoom calls have gotten this ridiculous, so yeah, so this is how we're doing Zoom calls. Speaking of Zooms, this is Zoomland, so we were running 2 calls because of the limitations of Zoom rooms and how many people we had. So we had about 500 people total across the 2 days. Little hack. Zoom rooms, we've connected that to our call to get us 720 because the whole 360 thing is a bit not cool. Terrible.
It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. So we got the 720 there, so we can at least read a little bit of text. Moving down, we've got Paul, who is in charge of all things internet. We're here in Australia. The internet is horrendous, and he's making it less horrendous. And yes, thank you so much for making this actually work. Now we are here in Linkland. So shout out to Steve, who has made OBS Ninja. I don't think this job would have been possible without, without his amazing work. So running OBS Ninja, we have a green room. So all the remote hosts the remote guests come in. They can chat with Simon, who has been our link tech, get everything going, get them all comfortable, get their PowerPoint ready to go as well. We're running 2 machines for
Main stage?
so main stage. So we've moved them into main stage. We have 4 feeds per machine so that we can output that to the switcher. 1 on 5 or 1 on 4G because, Australian internet. Well, maybe you don't know, but yeah, we're stuck here at dial-up here in this country. And we have, so I said we have 1 host. We have 1 host here in the studio. We had a second host in Western USA somewhere. So we sent them a Pocket Cinema camera, an A10 Mini Pro, and a laptop kit and lighting kit. So we were getting a good signal back. Unfortunately, her upload was not quite enough to do so. But anyway, we were planning on using a streaming bridge to do send her video back. Bandwidth was a limitation, but that's okay. We've been crying about it all week. So she was on the call, and yeah, so we're using OBS Ninja to send backwards and forwards. But that's basically where we got to with links in and out. So we had a host the entire time who was backwards and forwards with our hosts. We had contributors coming in, bouncing between people, using the A to Z macros to fire all the pips. But of course, comms using Gringo. Highly recommend. It's a great system. So that we can talk to everyone, being able to talk to the hosts on comms, listen on comms. It's been all great. So yeah, this has been downstairs, and I reckon we head to the studio, check out the studio floor. So we're just ducking in the back door entrance to the studio. Here is the set we were filming on. So we're here at C3 Studios here in Oxford Falls in Sydney. And yeah, so we had 2 sets going on. We had a arcade style set, which looks epic, running custom content on all those. Also a LED screen set on as well, so our host was in 2 different places doing so. Camera wise, we have 7 Ursas, a mixture of Ursas and Ursa Mini Pro, Ursa 4.6K and Ursa Mini Pros. Mostly locked off, 1 on a dolly, just getting some movement. Yeah, so highly recommend the Ursas, having that, shallow depth of field and cinematic look as well as CCU control has been incredible. But yeah, we're just wrapping up here because it's literally 4:30. It's way too early. But yeah, I hope that helps. I know I like looking at other people's setups and all the fun things you can do there. So I hope it helps. We're in a weird world now where Zoom gets absurd. I mean, we all hate Zoom or Teams or anything, but we're there now. So welcome to 2021. And welcome to the future of Zoom calls. Why?
Whew. Oh, what a week. Yeah, wow, that was a huge week. I'm back in the studio now. It's been a couple of days. I've had a little bit of time to recover. Apologies if I didn't make any sense at all for that video recording at 4 a.m. It was a long week. So, I really want to dive in a lot deeper and get into a lot more details in some of the some of the things we did, some little hacks we did to make things a bit easier and make it even possible. But I think that's probably going to be better to do in a live stream because it may take a little while. There's a lot of in-depth I want to get into. So about a week's time from now, I'm going to jump on a live stream and I want to hear your questions. I want to do a Q&A. I'm going to have a bunch of things I want to talk about too, but jump in, let me know your questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're watching this after the Q&A is done, I'll have a link in the description to where that is so you can watch it on demand. But I hope this video was helpful, interesting. It was a crazy week, but I personally like to see these kind of videos, and I like to see how things are done. And so I hope this helped you. Hope it inspired you to do some weird and wacky things. I wouldn't recommend doing what we did because it was crazy. anyway, it worked. Client was super happy, and we did some cool stuff. So, looking forward to see you in the live stream, and have a great week. Talk soon.